We are live with Ron and Meredith.
Thursday night live.
So let's give people
A few minutes.
We actually have a full plate here to talk about. Do you want to, with my accent, I butcher the last names. So that you want to say his last name? Hello, Jeff.
Resendez, if I said it right.
Thank you for joining the stream. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, we're just waiting for a few more people to come in if they're going to come in.
I know there's some bad weather going on, right? Northeast, we had a mix of...
It's like sleety, rain, slushy, kind of a real slippery mix this morning. We our schools were delayed 2 hours and some were canceled around us.
And down south, I know some, I think northern near the Carolinas, I think there was hurricane watches. And I know Florida was having some bad thunderstorms and high winds.
Yeah. They closed down the Skylander because of high winds. Epcot Forever is canceled for tonight. Fantasmic is canceled for tonight. And some other shows are modified as well because of the high winds. You know, don't want any fireworks going on people. That would hurt.
So
Hi, Charlie and Stacy.
Crazy weather going on.
Yeah.
Out there.
And ours wasn't too bad. I mean, dealt with it. I mean, but we are like, I don't know if it's true or not. They say it's either the second or the fourth hilliest city in the United States, next to San Francisco. So that's why because it's hard with the hills and the buses, slippery.
So we get a few people here. Why don't we maybe get started? So we always like to start with this week in Florida theme park news. We always seem to stick with Disney news.
Yeah.
I don't hear too much from a lot of the other parks, or maybe I just don't see it pop up in my Twitter feed.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, the news cycle here was kind of slow.
Yeah.
Up until about a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, then a lot of things are coming in. I was like, there's nothing happening this week. But then there's some things that are happening.
Yeah, so let's want to get into that?
Yeah, let's go into it.
All right. So
you do your first little whatever, your picture, and we'll talk about it.
Yep.
All right.
We say that for last.
Okay.
So why don't we this was announced, right? I think I saw this early in the week. And I know I showed Madison, who's, she's our daughter, just a freshman in college, but in Disneyland Paris. And this was courtesy of WDW News Today. I know they're kind of controversial, but it's just a news source. I take it for what they report with a grain of salt. But here, seen at Disneyland Paris, they have this new Ariel Grotto coral collection, which not that I like this stuff, but I had to say,
well, you don't want coral ears.
But the colors actually pop on these things. Right?
Didn't you have the coral shorts that when you coach, the kids always wanted you to wear?
They were my lucky shorts.
Yeah, lucky shorts. So you can get.
We won the championships.
Yeah. And they always say, "Coach, wear the coral shorts." Yeah. Well, they weren't coral; they just had a coral stripe. But
So what do you think? I'm going to assume this is going to come to Disneyland in California and to Disney World. I can't see why not.
Yeah, everything does.
But what do you think?
I don't know. I'm like, coral's not my favorite color, but I know Madison liked it. When you showed it to her, every time she likes it, she goes, "Ooh." Yes.
and she loves the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Right. So I know for that she's gonna like it. Hello, Chrissy. Thank you for joining us. We're just going through some theme park news. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we need to talk too much about that.
Hope Chrissy, all her kids were sick. I hope they're feeling better.
Well, I think she was sick too.
Yeah.
And having to take care of the kids.
Everyone's sick everywhere. It's terrible.
I saw this come through not too long ago.
But is that today, right? Didn't we hear that today?
Yeah, a few hours. I think I saw it pop up. That Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. This is the Holt Immersive Hotel.
Yeah.
Where it's 3 days, 2 nights. You don't go to the parks, but it's supposed to be like an immersive hotel where they got. It's like being on a Disney cruise line,
Mm-hmm.
but on land.
See, I don't know if I could deal with that. I feel like I would be claustrophobic. Like if I can't see the outside, I feel like.
Well, but you're supposed to see space. This is supposed to be things for you to do, right?
I don't know, but it's very pricey.
Yeah, well, so they did announce that it's coming later this year in 2021, which I don't.
Or is it? It says debuts in 2021. Yeah, but
later this year
they're going to start reservations in 2020. Start taking reservations, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, reservations will open up later this year for the 2021 debut. Sorry, you're right.
I do read sometimes.
So I wonder what do you guys think? Is that something you'd be interested in? I would. I'd love this thing, but I'm not willing to spend the money.
How much was it? It was ridiculous.
It was more I pay for a 2 trip down in Disney.
Yeah, and this is like a 2 to 3 day experience, right? For
so
2-week price.
I saw.
I think a lot of people.
For one person, a 2-night, 3-day stay is $3,300. Now, granted, I don't think it's finalized the price, but that's what I saw on the internet.
Does that include food?
Well, it's again, think of it as a Disney Skyliner. It includes
Skyliner. I mean,
cruise. Yes, it does include food and all that good stuff. Now, a person of 5. Ready for this? $7,200.
Holy.
Right. So they broke it out. That's about, a little over $1,400 a person just for 3 days. I don't know.
Yikes.
For that, I would probably pass for that price. I can do a lot more with that money.
I mean, I'm sure there people will pay, but they might not get a lot of people, so maybe they'll have to lower the price, hopefully, because that's ridiculous. I mean, it should be a price that everyone could afford. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more money because of the experience, but to be that much, that's.
I mean, I even think
a lot of people out.
That when I look at the Disney Cruise Line, which I know is the higher end of all the cruises, I think this is even more money than that.
Yeah.
And I think I'd rather if I'm going to spend that kind of dough, I'd rather go on a cruise. Yeah,
because you go to different places and the food's included.
Food's included here.
Oh, okay. So.
But yeah, so they announced that today. If anyone's interested in that, I'm interested to see where this goes. Another big tidbit here, because this was going around. I was reading this earlier this week. Everyone was thinking that they were going to do the virtual queue for the Runaway Railway that's opening up soon at Hollywood Studios.
March 4th,
They thought it was going to be a virtual queue, much like they did with the Rise of the Resistance.
Yep.
Now, I did read that, and I don't know if this is true, but that Disney possibly did a survey about this, and they get negative feedback about the virtual queue.
Okay.
So today, they actually opened it up to FastPass Plus.
Okay. And it's a tier 1.
Yeah, you looked that up, that it was a tier 1.
It says there, if you read, it was a tier 1. So it is the same as Smuggler's Run and
Slinky Dog.
Smuggler's Run.
And I don't know. I will not get a fast pass for this. No. Maybe just to ride it once, I may. But to me, Smuggler's Run and Slinky Dog's Dash is better worth that fast pass.
But did they have fast pass for a Great Movie Ride as well?
They did.
So if it's the same queue, I wouldn't mind waiting in line for it because it moved in the same ride system. I'm not sure if it's the same.
Well, it's going to be popular when it first opens.
Right.
So, but
maybe get one time.
But we're going down in August, so it's something to keep in mind. I am surprised about the virtual queue because I'm in favor of that. I'm not in favor of having to get up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to get Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, I don't think this one would be like that.
So we'll see. Virtual queue works if I don't have to get up early in the morning.
Yeah.
So I can see the pros and cons, but we'll just have to see how this goes.
But you know what they should do, like a virtual queue like they do at Universal Studios for
Jimmy Fallon.
No, or Jimmy Fallon or the other one. Fast and Furious. You have to physically go to the
machine
and get a ticket, like the old Fast Pass machine. It's a virtual time, and it tells you when to come back. You didn't have to get there early. You just have to go to the machine to get it. And same with Jimmy Fallon is the same thing. So you get a time to come back, a paper ticket to come back. I would be in favor of that because you don't have to get there early. You know, it was just like the old Fast Pass system. I think they should all be like that. I like the old Fast Pass system.
And I know the other thing that was going on this Twitter was the sign that they put up where it covered part of the bottom part of the dragon.
Oh. So people up in arms about it.
Yeah, it was going around. You know, it's a sign.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand both sides of the argument, but it is what it is. You can't. I look at it as I can't get upset on things that I can't change.
Right. Don't sweat the small stuff. There's bigger things in life than covering up the dragon tail.
So the other thing that I found was, so I know they had the Wishables. I think when we were there in December, beginning of January, they just came out with the Wishables Park collection.
Yeah.
Remember that they had like the castle. They had some stuff. I think it was based on Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you like that kind of stuff, they came out with
the Space Mountain ones. They are really cute. What is that, Orange? Is that the ride?
That looks
vehicle?
like that's the ride vehicle.
Okay.
I don't know about the dog.
Is the
that's
dog
a little
in,
weird?
No, you know what? The dog is at the end when you're
that's
you're
right.
exiting. You see the dog when you're exiting. There's a robot-like dog there.
Yeah, so
it kind of like Space Mountain. He kind of looks like an onion. That's what it looks like.
And Mickey looks like he's mad.
Yeah, is it? It better not be that new animation. You know how I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it. I don't like it.
So, any of you guys that collect Wishables interested?
Those are cute.
In this new edition? Because I know I find some of them are hit and miss.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Some of them are cool. Some of them are.
Yeah, but it's hard because you don't know what it is, the package. So we're like all feeling all the packages because we don't want to get doubles. You know, we're pretty good. We got a lot of ones but we got some doubles. But they should have like a little trading spot that everyone can trade their doubles.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Trade your wishables.
I came across this. So I know the PhotoPass is celebrating its 15th anniversary.
Mm-hmm. And they had special photos.
They have special magic shots.
Yeah, magic shots.
And they're going to be changing what locations or what the magic shots are throughout the year. But I thought this was interesting, that you can get your own personal photographer. So if you want willing to spend $50, you can get a photographer to take some special moment shots for 20 minutes at a specific shooting location. So these are some of the examples they gave.
Which would be
and
good
if you wanted to do 40 minutes, it would be $100
back to back. But that's good if someone got engaged or wedding pictures or babies for something.
I will tell you what, I think I take pretty good pictures. I haven't really shared any.
Yeah.
But I get a decent enough camera.
Yeah.
I'll do it for half that. You find me in the park.
Give him $20 and he'll do it.
Actually, just give me a Mickey ice cream bar or something. I'll take a bunch of pictures for you.
Yeah. But it's funny because when we go to the PhotoPass guy, which we always do, and we have him take a picture with his camera and like, oh, this camera's awesome. This is better than mine.
Yeah. So for photos, I use a Sony A7 Mark III, and I love it. Takes great pictures in low light during the day.
Firework pictures are awesome.
So I just thought this was interesting. I'm sure this is something they're going to see how it goes, and if it works out, they'll keep this option.
That would be good, like for a family reunion or something. Like, I thought garlic.
So Charlie thought that was garlic. Yeah, garlic, onion. I mean,
yeah.
It's very weird, but they are cute.
Yeah.
I got a couple of more news items here. So the other thing that I noticed at 4 p.m. today, this was the what was this again?
I don't know. What is this?
CityWorks.
Where's
So
that?
this is where the NBA experience is. Remember they were building
Oh.
a bar and grill there?
Yeah.
So it opened up today.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't open when we tried it.
Oh yeah, there was the big wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heading towards the Cirque du Soleil thing, right? Down that area.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I noticed if I follow Attractions Magazine, and I know they had a video that if you want to check out the food and what it looks inside, take a look at the video from Attractions Magazine.
Is that a salad with onion rings on top?
So this is the menu.
All right.
So you get your bar bites, which looks like pretty typical appetizers you would see in a bar and grill. Firecracker rolls.
I think that sounds good. Pretzel bites.
You get your shareables, duck nachos. Look at that.
Ooh, no, it's duck on it. Food, duck meat.
Yeah. Smoked chicken wings.
Mushroom flatbread. I don't like mushroom.
Kung Pao cauliflower.
I don't know about that.
Oh, tuna poke. So it looks like they get some
Something.
possible.
So like some vegetarian options, gluten free, vegan. So. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we
chowder.
go, everyone.
I don't know.
Beets.
We're from New England, so it's tough to get the clam chowder.
Yeah, beets, roasted beets. Gently.
Ooh, spiced pecans, arugula. That could be good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Caesar house.
Beets is supposed to be really good for you. I saw
look at the
commercial this morning about beets.
The CityWorks chopped salad.
Oh, that looks good.
That looks good. And what's this shrimp? Grilled garlic marinated jumbo shrimp with kale. That looks
good.
Not too bad, right?
Yeah.
Get your burgers. You get Meredith. You got to get the scorpion. I want to see you have the habanero pepper jack.
Yeah, right.
In with the jalapenos, 5 pepper jam. There you go.
No, thanks.
I'll have the ambulance waiting for you.
I think so. No more ambulances. No more hospitals.
Oh, and as we've seen many places starting to adopt is this Impossible Burger.
What is that? Oh,
this
made
burger
from plants?
made from yeah. I know people swear by the one from Burger King.
Really?
Yeah. And I had one. I had they had a sandwich like that at the Dunkin' Donuts, and it was okay.
Yeah.
You know, I probably wouldn't go out of my way, or I wouldn't want to go there and order it, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I've had veggie burgers before, and they were pretty good.
Yes.
But I know when I made them at school, the bean burgers, they went in the trash. I made 4, and 4 went in the trash. No one liked it.
You get your handhelds.
Oh, some wraps.
Nashville hot chicken wrap.
Filet mignon sliders.
Hot cayenne pepper. Look at that. Filet mignon sliders. Wow.
Oh, I don't need all the spicy stuff. I'm getting heartburn thinking about it.
Fried chicken sandwich.
Madison probably like that.
Grilled chicken sandwich. Steak sandwich. French onion soup style grilled onions. Pulled pork. Right?
A lot of options.
There's a lot here. You got your tacos. Although I probably wouldn't go here to get tacos. It's just me.
Yeah.
And you get your entrees. Salmon, fish and chips. Cajun linguine.
A lot of barbecue and Cajun and
look
hot
at this.
spicy stuff.
Cajun linguine. Blackened chicken.
Whatever.
Andouille sausage, bell pepper. Oh, Sriracha cream, linguine. That actually looks good. Yeah. Filet medallions.
And this just opened up today?
This just opened up today. Okay. So they may, you know, this could come down. Oh, cream of corn. I love that. I might have to go there just for that. Lime queso fresco grilled corn. Wow.
That sounds grits.
Yeah. Look at this all day breakfast.
Oh, look at this. Steak and eggs, avocado toast. Oh. Looks good.
You know, the happy hour. People are interested in that stuff. Fried pickles. And the peanut butter Snickers pie. Baked cookie. Root beer float. Oh, yeah. So I think definitely a place for us to check out.
Yeah. Usually our first check-in day.
Yeah, Charlie, you I know you say you don't end up eating at Disney Springs, but I found there's a lot of good restaurants there, and it's just a lot more and more seems to be coming there. And there's a lot. I know we haven't tried that.
Right. Well, we usually go there on our check-in day when we check in. You know, when we arrive to Florida, we check in and then we go to because we don't want to waste a day going to the park. I mean, we might go at night, but we'll go there for lunch, do some shopping, and get lunch.
I'll say, in one of our videos, I know we showed where we went to the Polite Pig.
Yeah.
So if you really like barbecue and that,
that's really good. The Polite Pig was good.
Yeah. In our last piece of news, which again, this comes from us from WDW News Today.
What's his name? I forget the guy's name. The poor guy. Get that out there.
Yes, boss. So.
Now we lost it.
Yeah. So we. What is his name? I don't like this ride. I end up always falling asleep.
Yeah. He lost his hand.
You can see the hand right down here. And
during the show, it was during the ride. You know, I haven't been on it in years because the last time we went on it, me and Madison, we went on at Christmas time, and people get bored of it and they want to leave, and they're opening the door, getting out in the middle of it, and then the thing has to reset. So we've seen each scene 3 times, and every time more people kept going on, I was losing my mind. Yep. I was like, I can't go on it because I'm so afraid they're going to get off and it's going to reset again. And I'm like having a panic attack on there. So, and
I just think this stuff's funny. This stuff happens.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'd die laughing if I saw that while I was there.
I just hope no kids got any traumatized.
Yep. And so Jeff says T-Rex is a good restaurant. We haven't eaten there since the kids were little.
Yeah.
But I do remember eating there. I mean, it's a nice good atmosphere. Yeah. It's kind of like rainforest.
Yeah.
I like it better than rainforest just because I just like the atmosphere, the theming is more to my liking than rainforest.
Yeah, the dinosaurs. And they used to have like a Build-A-Bear. You can build dinosaurs. We still have those, I think, somewhere. Papa. That'd be funny if the dog would put it in his mouth.
Yeah. No, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
So
I remember their animatronic that used to have red fluid in there, remember? And then Abe Lincoln, he went down, and then the red looked like he got shot. So then they switched to clear fluid inside the animatronics. So little tidbit from the past there.
Well, were you there and you saw it? Are you that old?
No. Well, it wasn't real Abraham Lincoln. It was animatronic Abraham Lincoln. I don't know if it was Disneyland or Disney World. I forget. Probably Disneyland. So
that kind of concludes
the news.
The theme park news. And again, I know there's a lot of news, but I just picked things that I think you guys would be interested in.
Yeah.
I know that we would be interested in.
Yeah. Sometimes there's funny things that, unlike the Star Wars hotel, that we're interested in that if it was less money.
Yeah.
Got to win the lottery for that one, for that trip.
So the next thing I wanted to talk about was Disney. I don't know how to say this, but it's Disney Plus versus Netflix.
Yeah.
And what I mean by this is, I know Disney Plus has been out 3 months now.
Mm-hmm.
A little more than 3 months.
Yeah.
But I came across an article. I found it on Twitter. I want to say I think it was the Wall Street Journal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I mentioned this to you.
Yeah.
That people are actually, lots and lots of people are canceling their Disney Plus subscription.
Mm-hmm.
So I was curious why people canceling.
Right.
And when I was reading it, The Mandalorian got a whole bunch of subscribers into Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. Everyone wanted to watch that. But the minute that was over, people said, there's nothing else for me to watch on Disney Plus. That's what they were saying to themselves.
Yeah, they want original programming.
There wasn't enough original programming.
Mm-hmm.
And so that got me thinking. I haven't watched Disney Plus since the end of The Mandalorian as well.
Yeah.
So I wanted to dig a little deeper.
Dig a little deeper. That's a song, isn't it? Dig a little deeper.
and see, because we have Netflix as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is Netflix better than Disney Plus? Because I remember, I think to get a discount, I think we did a 3-year or a 1-year thing. Yeah. And I did it last minute, and I almost didn't want to because I had a feeling I may want to there was a possibility that I may want to cancel to save money.
Mm-hmm.
So you did some notes for me.
Yeah.
So my idea, and then I get my minion here to do my research for me.
Well,
so
excuse me.
For Disney Plus, the only things we've watched on there was The Mandalorian,
Yep,
The Imaginarian Story, and you watched Noelle.
We actually watched that on the ride home or the ride to Disney.
Ride to Disney.
Ride to Disney on the iPad. We watched it in the car. So that
and
was.
I know there's tons of classic movies, Pixar, and classic shows.
Yeah, but we had most of those DVDs, and we haven't. I mean, we have piles of DVDs, and we haven't put a DVD in.
And I just
I don't think
so what I think it is. Our time is limited. Our son's into basketball. He's playing basketball and baseball, so it's pretty much 6 days a week. Which one of us, well, mostly I am shuttling him somewhere for a workout or a practice or a game.
Right.
So our time for watching TV is very limited. I'm not even watching regular TV. That's a different story.
Right.
That if I'm going to sit down, I'm not going to watch any of the shows or anything.
Yeah, I did read that when I was doing my research. There is some more original programming coming up, but
yeah. So before we get to that, so very few shows on Disney Plus. Now on Netflix, which again I don't watch Netflix a lot. I think mostly our daughter watches it.
Yeah, but the things that I know she watches a lot on Netflix. So like Pretty Little Liars, 13 Reasons Why.
Taylor Swift just came out with something.
Stranger Things. But we've watched on it.
So let's just do what we watch. So Designated Survivor.
Yep. Sherlock. Glow. Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Yep.
But I didn't see it listed there, but I know we watched that.
Yep.
Before.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. The Movies That Made Me and The Toys That Made Me.
Now, I'm going to plug those last two shows because I love them. If you grew up in the 80s, you may like those things. The Movies That Made Me just came out, and there's only 4 episodes. And one's Die Hard, Ghostbusters, Home Alone, and 16 Candles, Ridgemont High or something like that.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
I think. I don't remember what the other one is. They're very interested in how they got the actors and actresses for that. Wrote the stories. Very well done. You guys would like that.
Yeah, and the toys that made me are toys that like
mostly from the 80s.
From the 80s, Barbie,
G.I. Joe, Star Wars. How they built them up and their popularity and how they continue through the years to be very popular.
Yeah.
So again, if you're interested in that stuff, I highly recommend. Now, and I also know there's other documentaries I've watched on Netflix. Like the guy who thought he had a lot of money in baseball cards. Another guy that was looking for his father first. I forget for what.
What was the one? The Price is Right. Was that Netflix?
There was this guy who studied The Price is Right and could always
win.
Like he could get the exact number on the final showdown.
Yeah. It's studies, it's science of how he won.
Yes, Charlie, you're right. Back to the Future was the other one. That's right.
We were just watching that. Was that last weekend?
So getting back to my point.
Yeah.
And I watched some original movies on Netflix as well. That I think what Disney really needs to do if they want to go after Netflix, they need a lot more original programming. Yeah.
And I think there's a few more things coming out, but they had to.
For me, I know there's the Winter Soldier and Falcon, and that's coming out in August.
And Loki has a thing.
I don't think that's coming in 2021. Oh. And then in December, they get WandaVision. So those are the. So Wanda was, she was in love with Vision.
Huh? What?
She was this Scarlet Witch in the Avengers. It's okay.
I don't know. I missed that one.
So there's some Marvel stuff, but again, I don't know. There's just not enough for me that if I didn't buy into it long term, I think I might have went ahead and canceled it for a few months and waited.
I like seeing the old anime, but we just like the time. We just don't have the time to watch that stuff, you know. Maybe in the summer we'll have time. I don't even know how to put it on. I'll ask the kids, how do you put on Disney Plus? Can you do it with the remote? Can you put on Disney Plus? Okay.
what do you guys think? Do you have Disney Plus? Do you feel like after the Mandalorian and maybe a couple other shows that there's really not much else to capture your interest to keep watching it on a regular basis? Now, if we had little kids, that would be gold.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean that'd just be fantastic.
Yeah, but they need some of the older Disney stuff, like Roly Poly Oly. Is Bear in the Big Blue House not on there? Some of those old classic Disney, Playhouse Disney shows. They need. Wasn't Wiggles Playhouse Disney? Wiggles?
I
don't know. But
I thought that was Nickelodeon. I don't know. I
can't
put
remember.
earplugs in when the Wiggles came on.
Why, you didn't like that? Fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah. Ronnie's favorite. Hence the dog named Wiggles.
Yeah. Well, and I know that the other thing that I'm not liking as well with Disney Plus is they're remaking classic movies. So they're redoing Home Alone. Different story.
No.
And I think they were redoing an animation movie, an animation and making it live action just for Disney Plus.
Yeah, see.
I can't remember which one it was, but I thought I read that somewhere.
Yeah, see, they were okay. That I was right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like all the remakes. I want some original stuff, because they're such classics.
Although Mulan looks good. Mulan might be the best live action to come.
No, that's going on the movie theater, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I think we've beaten that dead horse enough. So, just interested. I just found the article very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, notebook is eating my sweater. What else? We wanted to talk about some.
Jeff, are you asking what is Disney Plus? Because Disney Plus is just kind of the streaming platform that Disney has. So they kind of, I know that they had a lot of stuff on Netflix, and that was no longer being shown on Netflix. You can now see it on Disney Plus. Yeah, so it's a subscription-based system. I think it's $8 a month, unless you, at the time before a launch, you could get like a year or 3 years at a discount that brought it down to like $5 a month. But I think only if you're really interested in Disney movies and you're a Disney freak. Star Wars, a lot of Star Wars people wanted from The Mandalorian, and I'll say,
and all the Star Wars movies are on there as well.
Oh, and The Mandalorian's coming back in October.
Right.
And I would say, yes, sign up. Just if you're a Star Wars fan, sign up, watch The Mandalorian, binge watch it, and then cancel. Just get it for 1 month, then cancel it.
Yeah, but then you get it back in October.
Yes. And Charlie, I don't like the animated Mulan, but I've been seeing more and more trailers of the live action, and it looks good. I haven't seen Mishu, and Ronnie told me that Mishu's not in this. So one of the kids told us, yes, they don't have Mishu in the movie, so it's making me think it's just a nice, classic action movie. That's how I'm going in. I hope I'm not disappointed. Yeah, because my lion, I bet, it's been scarred by the Lion King.
Scarred you.
All right, so this is let's move on. So there was this thing you wanted to talk about, long lost Disney attractions,
or like missing things out of attractions as well that we.
Yep, and I'm gonna plug our YouTube channel because we do outside of live streams, we do post other videos that we're working on a new series on long lost Disney attractions. So we're gonna focus on attractions, parades, anything
that's no longer at Disney
that we experienced.
We experienced in video.
So we're working on our first one right now. That I don't know when we'll put it up, but we're hoping it should be done relatively soon.
Yeah, you're almost done with it.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys like it. It's actually, I do all the video editing, but I showed it to you, and you were actually having fun seeing it.
My kids are little in it, and I have black hair.
Yeah.
and much younger looking. So I like that. But
So you wanted to talk long lost Disney attractions.
yeah. Well, first of all, like, there's a few things that are missing out of attractions that we just like. They just took them out, and like, why we don't like in Pirates of the Caribbean. There's no more mist coming down with the first it was the Davy Jones,
Yep.
and then it was Blackbeard, and that's not there anymore. So that and the mermaid is gone.
Right before you get to the first scene there,
Yeah.
the mermaid's on the side. Yeah.
Well, there was also a mermaid shackled to the boat or something like that, and that's gone as well.
Oh.
So
I wonder if they did that when they replaced the
when they did the
red hair,
redhead thing,
trying to bring it more up to the times.
yeah,
I'm just speculating.
Right. Yeah, so that's just one thing we've noticed, and I never brought back, and just like sneakily took it out, and that was it, like silently, but we noticed. And what's the other thing?
So you had the boulders in Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain. The
So I think it was the last hill lift on that ride.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think if you look closely, I think there's some fake illusion with lights or something that makes it look like, because they used to move like act like they were going to fall on you before you went down the shaft there.
Yep, and they don't do that anymore.
No, I think because that broke, so a piece broke off that and hit somebody. So that was a kind of like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yep.
But I do wish they get the dynamite scene that's at Disneyland at the end.
That'd be cool. And what was the other thing? Oh, well,
Disco Yeti.
Disco Yeti. We know the Yeti's broken. I don't know why they don't fix it.
And we never get to see the original Yeti.
No,
because we only went on Expedition Everest once the kids get older.
Yeah, so we didn't see the.
I want to see the real thing.
That moves.
I've given up hope that they'll ever fix it.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Yeah, and then also I've noticed. Well, we used to notice on Small World there was a wire going across in the white room,
in the final room.
In the final room, everything is all white. They're all in white costumes. There was a wire, and it used to be like a unicycle or a bike on the wire.
I think it was a unicycle. I think you're right.
And it used to go across back and forth. But a lot of the times it'd fall off the rope and it'd be hanging off the side. So every time we go on it, I'm like, oh, are they stuck again? You know, sometimes they would go across, and then sometimes you'd see them just hanging off to the side. But now they're gone all together. They're not on the wire anymore. So they're probably sick of fixing it, you know. But I noticed they took that out. So sometimes you go on so many rides, you look for different things that you didn't notice before.
And I'm sure there's others. I mean, if you guys know of anything that's changed in existing rides, put it in the chat. We'll shout it out.
Yeah, because
it might be stuff. You know, maybe it's not stuff that we
knew about or noticed.
Because sometimes I don't pay attention too much.
Well, you're videoing all the time. Or taking pictures.
So Charlie says Yeti isn't broke. He just has arthritis now. He's been gay.
So do I. After shoveling today, my back's been killing me. And I'm like, I'm almost 50, and I'm like, J-Lo's doing all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. If I did that, I'd be in a wheelchair.
All right, so you had some other rides you wanted to mention?
Right. Oh, also the push the trash can. That's gone too. Used to be at Tomorrowland.
Oh, that's right. Ronnie talk to him one trip?
Yep. And I think the people that did the remote control, their contract ran out, and then they just stopped doing it. So remember the trash can.
Whoa! And there was a robot a few years ago that was there. A regular, like maybe it was a costume. Remember Ronnie and I saw it like a full-fledged robot. I probably have a picture of it.
Yeah. Isn't the robot near People Mover gone too? Wasn't there a robot?
Yes,
there
that had they had the newspaper there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. On
that might come back though.
Yeah. That disappeared. In let me see. What else did I have? Oh. But I don't know. This is silly, but remember the yellow ponchos? We used to have the yellow ponchos, and then they all went to clear. Remember, it used to be a sea of yellow, and now it's clear ponchos. But not to get mad, I think it's the better clear. But I don't know. It just was weird because that's all we used to have.
They're coming out with blue ones.
Yeah, purple. So some of the rides that I remember as a kid, because I went in 74 2, which was.
And you know what? I may share those and some of those on Instagram. We have them on the old Polaroids, and I've scanned them.
Oh, my pictures.
Yep.
Yeah, be with because they used to have the big heads.
Yep. I think you had one with the 3 little pigs.
And Winnie the Pooh, and he was wearing a president hat or something like that.
Yep.
I don't know.
But anyway, go.
Yeah. But anyway, so when I went when I was 2, not like I remember a lot, but sometimes a little bit, and I remember going on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Remember that? But I don't think I would want to go on that now because it might cost a little bit. But I remember going.
Was that like what the Nemo ride is down in Disneyland?
Because I remember going in there and sitting, and you can look out and see.
Did it have? Was it real fish?
I think it was real stuff. I don't think it was any because they didn't have Finding Nemo back then or anything like that. So it was.
I wasn't there. I never got to see that. I just
remember being in it and looking out at the water, but I don't remember much else. But I do remember when I went back when I was, I think, 8 or so or 10. They where Buzz Lightyear was Eastern Airlines. Right?
I remember that.
And then it was Delta Dream Flight after that. And I used to love that. I don't know why. It was like this, like an advertisement, but I used to love it. And the part
was it Robin Williams voice something in there?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I remember going on, and that part where it looks like the space is coming towards you, and you keep pressing the button, beep, beep, that part used to be like you were flying. And it was coming in the wind. It was really cool.
See, Jeff remembers that.
Yeah.
All the robots are done by control room now. No more people shadowing with backpacks. Yeah. I'm sure they're going to get better with the robot stuff.
Yeah. But and even watching the videos that we did with our little kid, when our kids were little, and this wasn't even that long ago. It was like early 2000s, and you just the difference between the crowds and the cleanliness of it. I mean, it's just it has changed.
Yeah. So what about? I never been on this, and I always wish it was still there when I first went, because I first went in '97. And I was 24, 25. It was my first trip. But what about the original Skyliner? Did you go on the original Skyliner?
Yes, I did go on that. Yep.
I still wish they had the Skyliner there. I remember we went to Busch Gardens like several years ago, and they actually had a Skyliner that went all through the park. And I absolutely loved that.
The open Skyliner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I remember
that was a lot of fun. I
See, that would make me nervous now, like with little kids and stuff,
Why?
I don't know. I'm afraid they'd jump out.
Oh.
Fall out. I'm nervous. I gotta be all sweating, But yeah, that because it used to, I forget where, I think it was near Pinocchio or further.
It's what one of the stations was near Tangled,
yes,
right?
that was one of them. And then
there was one in Tomorrowland. I think it's still there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, that's where it was. Yeah, to bring you so you didn't have to walk. It would kind of be good now because it's so crowded. But
now, do you remember Body Wars? I remember Body Wars because that was like that was a 3D simulator ride, wasn't it? Where you were in a vehicle that moved around as it was going through a person's body.
Similar to Star Tours. It wasn't Star Tours.
No, but it was similar.
Yeah, it was similar to Star Tours.
I believe, if I remember.
Yeah.
And I remember veggie fruit. So
yes,
that was the
I
forget the name of.
Oh, what was that fruit
salad?
No, it wasn't fruit salad. That's Wiggles. I forget.
Veggie.
I know that's
Veggie Rocks.
That might be Veggie Rocks. Might be.
I think I remember seeing that because that had the California Raisin singing at the end.
I think so.
I think I could never forget that because
I just loved it because the music and the milk playing. Oh, was it guitar? It was so cool.
Hello, Stacy.
Food Rocks,
thanks for joining. Yeah. You did the original Skyliner. Yeah. I still wish that was there. Oh, Food Rocks. Food
Rocks. Yeah. That was cool. It was different.
Yeah.
Everything's a movie now. You know what I mean?
That's what people want, though.
Well, that's not what I want. They should listen to anime. I just thought it was cool, you know, it was different. And now everything's like movies and like themed after. But I haven't seen this new one that's out where Circle of Life was there, and now there's a new one. What was it?
Big Awesome Planet?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever remember seeing? I know there was a parade at Epcot too.
Parade.
Yeah, I think it.
They used to do,
or they had a show in the lagoon there. I don't think I remember it. I remember, at the American Gardens there.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look at my pictures again, but I think before they had that whole backstage building, they had like the Fab Five doing some kind of show there. And I remember researching it, and I knew what the name of the show is. I don't anymore. I probably have it tagged in my photos.
I know they used to, like, the characters used to take a bus around an open word showcase. I think that happened too. And they used to have a parade at
Stacy, I was right. Stacy says there was a parade around the World Showcase.
Yeah.
I think I remember. I don't think I personally seen it, but I think I've.
Yeah. And then they used to have the car parade at Hollywood Studios. We've seen that a few times.
Yeah, I love that. I don't know why.
That was a good one. And it's like that one you didn't have to, like, you could just get right when it started, get a, stand and watch it. It's not like Magic Kingdom. You had to get 3 hours, wait for a spot now.
Yeah. What was the other one? That tram ride. What was that? With Catastrophe Canyon.
Backlot tour?
The Backlot tour.
Yeah.
Before they started shrinking it.
Yeah.
When you actually get to go through and you saw the people working on the costumes.
Yeah. My aunt actually worked in that at Hollywood Studios. She worked in the costume department. Oh, because they used to have a circus.
While your uncle worked at the Polynesian.
Yeah, no, that was a different uncle.
Oh.
My other uncle, he worked at Norway Pavilion. He wasn't Norwegian, but he was like the only non-Norwegian person. But he worked in the gift shop, and he's friends with a lot of the girls. The cute blondes he went over to Norway and visited some of them, and he actually still is friends with some from Norway, and that was like years ago. I mean, probably 30 years ago. Yeah, so
but I liked used to always be my favorite before they started cutting a lot of it back.
Yeah, and I love the studio tour with the Golden Girls house. I mean, I'm obsessed with the Golden Girls. I like that.
Oh, and Stacey makes a good point.
Yeah,
the Osborne lights.
Yes. Oh,
I remember the first time. You remember the first time we went to?
Yeah, well, you ruined it for me because I didn't get a sweatshirt. I didn't bring a sweatshirt.
I was cold. She said, "Don't go into the lights. I'll get you a sweatshirt. You stay here with the kids."
Because I want to see them. He went in.
Oh, we couldn't. It was
like, you guys too excited.
And we were just.
He's like the biggest kid himself. He's like running them, but it's like. I think that was the first time we went to Disney at Christmas. And you know how you have that warm, fuzzy feeling at home, like Christmas. And I didn't have it in Florida until that. Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah. I wish they had that. I wish they could just put it somewhere else. Put it at Disney Springs. Put it somewhere.
I'm not sure. I think I'm not sure they have the lights any longer. Oh. And you remember, excuse me, we went to Animal Kingdom. Our first trip to Disney together was when Animal Kingdom just opened up. And remember there was a boat ride that went around the Tree of Life?
Rob Fuzz just did a video on it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he just did. So the old boat rides. Yeah, I have to watch it. I saw it pop up, but
I remember that. Yeah. And I only think we've been on that once.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't around for very long.
Very long. I have to watch his video to see.
Yeah, because I thought that was kind of fun.
And then they had the stunt show. Remember the stunt show, the car stunt show? I didn't really care about that, but it was different. I mean, because it felt like a studios, but now
they had the Power Rangers. They had Power Rangers there too.
They did?
Yes.
I don't remember that. No.
Yeah. Ronnie, he was very little, so he didn't understand it at the time and didn't want to see it, but it was a show right in that area where the stunt show was.
All right. Yeah. I think, there was a stage there. Yeah. Yeah, I just remember see the Herbie cut in half. That's how we went on the Backlot tour. See Herbie,
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. And And then what was in Test Track?
What? The old Test Track?
No, before Test Track.
Was it Horizons?
Horizons.
No, World of Motion. Yeah.
I don't think I got to see that, which I wish I
think I did, but I just can't remember it. I have to look at old videos on YouTube. Research it. Yeah. Look at it.
And you remember Captain EO with Michael?
Yeah.
I was happy when
when we came back and then we watched it and we're like, oh my God, this is horrible.
Yeah, but it was still kind of.
I mean, it was good, but it was so dated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Universe of Energy, Ellen's. I mean, Stupid Judy. I'm like, that would drive us crazy after work. It was a good nap ride.
Yeah, I just liked it because that was for 45 minutes. You knew
you're sitting down in air conditioning.
You're resting the dogs.
Yeah.
And I could just lean back. The kids would just watch and not care in the world, and it was just a way for us. They couldn't go
anywhere, so it was a good nap ride.
Yeah.
And great movie ride. I missed that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ronnie was scared from the alien when he was little. And I used to have to put his blanket over his head. So because he didn't like steam coming down at him. He didn't like that. And he was afraid of the alien because it was scary, for a little kid. So I just put his blanket over his head. And then he would duck down and hold him like that. But he was real little then. Yeah. Probably 2 or 3. Something like that.
Yeah, it's only recently he started going on the bigger rides.
Yeah. Yeah, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. Yeah, because he was. Yeah, I know it goes by fast. He was a little scaredy guy.
The original NG with the moving screens. That's right. Oh, do I remember the original moving screens? I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
I'm sure you probably do. It's just hard to remember a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, because the whole, whatever was it, Jeopardy thing was yeah.
Well, and you remember the Grand Fiesta Tour?
Yeah,
they originally didn't have the characters,
right? Yep.
But a lot of the funny thing is, a lot of the movies are the same because I showed you a video that I had.
Yeah.
But clips from it.
Yeah.
The videos, as you're going to the ride, right? They got all the videos. Those are the same. They just inserted the characters in there.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you got Norway.
Yeah.
I know. Frozen's okay. I'm not gonna. I get it, but I still like Maelstrom better.
Hi, Kim. Welcome in. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, when they dropped it from the ceiling.
Well, I remember Ronnie. Ronnie always used to know when he started then they started talking about Alien. He already knew before you even get to that point.
Yeah, he's already grabbed the blanket.
The opening movie had the moving tiles and flowers. I think I remember
that.
But
we videoed it, so we have to go back and see in our.
What's C-Base Alpha?
I don't know.
I don't know
what that is. Yeah.
Well, you should. You've been going to Disney longer than me.
I know, but I don't remember that.
And I don't think was there anything else?
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yep, never been on that.
Yep.
But I like Mr. Toad, and I never been on it. I don't know why.
What else? Snow White's Scary Adventure.
Oh,
that one. That was good.
Oh, so Living Seas.
The Living Seas. Oh, yeah, they had the water elevators. I just saw that somewhere, that they had water elevators you could go up. I don't think because I'm definitely afraid of elevators, so I probably wouldn't have gone. But
you're right. Snow White's Scary. I wish they didn't. I wish they didn't build the Disney Princess Hall there.
Yeah,
they could have kept that ride and maybe built that somewhere else.
Yeah,
because that was a class. I love that ride. I don't know why, but
Snow White.
It reminded me of the old regular, the theme parks like Rocky Point and Lincoln Park.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah,
it
was like an old carnival ride or
old haunted house kind of.
Yeah, old theme park. Yeah, I get it. Yep, it was, but they still have the whatever those vultures. They're on the mine train. You see them.
Yeah, I know,
but it's not the same. Remember the rock? They knock her down.
Yeah.
And it was kind of scary, but it was fun. And there was never a line for that. It was always like walk on.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yes, I remember back when the paper fast pass. You remember I'd hit Fantasyland, and within an hour with the kids. Remember we had Snow White, Carousel, Small World, and Peter Pan. We'd have that all done the first hour we were at the parks.
Yep.
And we were like, "This is great."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then we just made our way down, finishing up Fantasyland. Stupid Disney stupid. See what you started?
Stupid Judy.
Yeah, blaming that stupid Judy.
I'm trying to think what else. I think that's what else did we? There's different. I know that they got rid of. I know your parade that you used to love.
Oh, don't. Spectral Magic holds a special place in my heart, and
I like the music.
It tears me up to know that there's no nighttime parade.
Right. Yeah.
I am hoping for the 50th they bring a parade back and that they're working on one.
Yeah.
Because I think that's locking. I'd love that. But Spectral Magic, man, that was my favorite. I just wish they didn't.
Yeah, Peter Pan is. Oh, sometimes we don't even go on it. We're not going to wait that long.
Christmas time, I think we've seen it like over almost 3 hours, right?
I'm like, nope.
We don't go on Peter Pan as much as we used to.
Now, well, the kids are bigger now, and they don't really care. You know, we only go on Small World because it's usually not a long wait. You know, and
if you need a break.
Yeah, and he'll and they're doing the queue over or something, right? I thought I saw that.
Small World.
I think so. They were doing something with it.
Yeah, see, I mean...
Mokoto boats. Yes, I remember those. Mokoto boats and the Jungle Cruise. Remember, you could do the boats?
Oh, yeah! I remember. Yeah, because it had the steering wheel, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. See, why do they get rid of stuff like that? Because they put the card thing, right?
The Pirates Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, but stuff like that, kids need to have a break and do fun stuff. Do they still have the shooting gallery?
Yes, they still have the shooting gallery.
We haven't done that in a long time either.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Guns on fire as well.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else.
I'm not quite sure there's much else.
No.
I mean, we'll leave it at that because we're coming up on time.
Yeah.
But Liberty Tree Tavern, remember that used to be a character buffet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With the Fab Five, right?
Yeah. It's not a character buffet no more?
Nope. They get rid of it. It's small. And they were in their colonial outfits as well.
Yeah, I think Ronnie loved that too, the boats.
Yeah, I think he's
he did that before. I think so.
But yeah, I kind of miss. We haven't actually, because they get rid of the characters. We have not eaten at Liberty Tree Tavern.
No.
Because I enjoyed that. We enjoyed it because that was the first time we surprised my dad with a birthday party there.
Right. Yep.
And Ronnie was really little, maybe one.
Yeah, he was small.
Right. Madison's little. We go to the table and you see all this glitter there. My dad goes to Madison. She's probably 4 or 5. What's all this here for? Oh, we're having a birthday cake for you after. What a way to ruin the surprise. Right?
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah, and that wasn't that when Ronnie tried to bite one of the characters, Pluto's nose, or he was grabbing
Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale. He was like, trying to eat their nose because he was a baby. It was very cute.
Yeah. Didn't they used to have canoes people would paddle?
I think that might have been in Disneyland.
I know Disneyland they did, but
Disneyland, I'm not sure they had it in there. We haven't been over there either in a while, over to the island.
It's a hassle getting over there.
Yeah, because you have to wait in line to get over, wait in line to get back, and it's like you don't want to waste your time.
See, Jeff remembers the Power Rangers.
Okay, yeah.
I wasn't big into Power Rangers, but I remember the show, and Ronnie likes the Power Rangers. When they got rid of it, and then a few years later, he started liking them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's still popular.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because kids at school were talking about Power Rangers. And I'm like, oh, there's still Power Rangers around? I don't know.
Yeah. But
yeah,
change is always good.
Yeah, it is good.
Do you remember the old Musketeer bars? Huh? Is it a chocolate bar?
Musketeer bars. I'm trying to think. Kings Island in Ohio. Isn't that the one on the Brady Bunch? The Brady Bunch go on that and they lose their the plans and then it's the Yogi Post.
The what?
Kings Island in Ohio. The boats in the island. They that's where they found their.
Oh,
remember they
yes.
were running around to the park getting the plans for the father, and it was the Yogi poster. They found it in the canoe. I was like, "Is that the same one?"
The original Mickey Premium bars. I don't remember the old Musketeer bars.
See, I was right. She's right.
Oh.
That's like my favorite episode. When Alice is running.
I'm gonna look up the old Musketeer bars.
Yeah. I mean, they just sell Mickey bars. I've seen them at Market Basket in Leominster.
No, they get the Mickey ice cream sandwiches out now too.
Oh no,
we haven't seen them at
They're
Market
not
Basket.
not the same, but they're close. They're close.
Yeah, they're smaller.
Yeah, they're smaller. But,
well, you got to watch your waistline before you go to Disney.
Yeah, I know. And then you get everything.
All right, so I know we have people coming up after us, right? Do you know who's coming up after us?
I don't know. Not today. I don't think at 10. I don't think anyone comes after us. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right.
So again, we'll plug the live place.
Yep, because that's to do the live streams for everybody. Mostly Disney, but not all. I have.
Yep, and it's all family live streams. You can get a full schedule of what everyone's live streaming, what they're live streaming about, and that's the live place, and it's run by Dean.
Yep.
I don't know what his last name is. I should know this, but
yeah, I know. I forget.
I'm just bad with names.
Yeah, I know it's Dean. I don't know. I forget.
All right.
Who else? Well, Disney Nerd Hunters, they're on at Wednesday at 7, and then I think they're also gonna do a Sunday stream, right?
Occasionally, I think they do, but I think I saw one for Sunday.
Yeah.
I forget what time. So if you guys want to,
I think it was 11, 10 or 11. I forget.
All right.
And then.
So tomorrow night at 6, you get Resort TV 1.
Yep. I don't know where they're going. They usually announce during.
They announce it tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Where they're going.
Dream is Empire. Yeah, that's his
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woo.
So Saturday at 9 p.m. you have the Shep family.
Yep.
He's 1/4 of the This and That crew.
Yep. He always does something fun.
Mondays at 8.
Steve's World.
And he's another quarter of the This and That crew.
And they just did some stuff. I didn't watch it. I have to watch it.
Yep. And then the This and That crew, I know includes Dave from Brandy and Dave and Zippity Doodad.
Yep.
And they all 4 of them live stream together as the This and That crew.
Yep.
Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
Yep. Sunday at 11. Okay. And then Tuesdays, 7:30. More sunshine, please. That's Jim. And 8 o'clock is Mouse Talk. And I think that's it, right?
Yep.
Just check everybody's channels out in the chat and
thank
strange
you.
thing. I know it's not on until not this year. It's 2021.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah, I think so. It's long.
I can't wait.
But you see, Hopper, he's in different movies and he lost some weight. I like him kind of chunky.
So I hope everyone enjoyed this live stream. I know we had a lot of fun.
And like we said, we're going to do a series on our videos of old attractions and old things that
that we experience or the kids.
Our kids when he was little, when the one we were just doing.
And we have another series. So we get 2 new series. So for long lost Disney attractions.
Yep.
And then we're working on, I don't know what we're calling it yet, but it's going to be our top attractions or our top restaurants.
Okay.
We're gonna do a ranking series. So for instance, we're gonna rank all the quick service restaurants we've eaten at. Maybe not every single one, but we'll do top 20 or whatever. Our top 15 or 20 attractions at each theme park.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be working on that. I think there's 2 series that we're gonna try to work on.
Yeah.
And mingle in some other ride stuff that we have.
And you could see Ronnie and Madison when they were little. They're so cute.
Yeah.
Ronnie was like 2. He's all walking around.
All right. All right.
Well, thanks for everyone. I know 2021 for Strangest Things. I'm like, they try to kill us with that.
So thanks to everyone who's able to join us. Hope you had fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we'll be live again next Thursday.
Is it just me though? Yeah.
It'll just be you with maybe Madison if she wants to
Yeah,
join.
because he is
He's
running
got
as a pitching lesson. So, yeah. So just be me.
Yeah. All right. Have a
Something
great
big to
night,
talk about.
everyone.
All right, night. Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.